Welcome to another movie review of mine. Afterwards, please take the chance to visit my website www.thecviewer.com, where I have thousands of movie reviews, 60 plus lists of best films per genre, ranked yearly lists with top 5 per category going back to 1914, and dozens of miscellaneous lists including TV shows, actor profiles, and top 10 films per actor. The link can be found below. Today we are reviewing Gosford Park 2001. Gave this movie a rating of 10, was seen in 2003, 2013, and 2024. Gosford Park is a film that people either love or hate. There's no middle. If they hated it, I can understand why. It's boring and overwhelming, but if you understand the history of the upstairs downstairs lifestyle, including the sex abuse that went on, then everything changes. On top of it is the uber British feel. Hence, it's an amazing collection of thespians, which is too long to list. Only Robert Altman had the genius to pull this off. I kept thinking the whole thing must have been influenced by La Règle de Jeu, the rules of the game, which turned out to be correct. It's impossible to understand what's going on when you see Gosford Park for the first time, but things will be somewhat clear during the second half. Therefore, I recommend watching it 2, 3, or perhaps 4 times in a row. The reason is that there are so many characters to keep up with, and the dialogue is very challenging to follow. Once done, it'll become a satisfying movie experience. However, I think 1932 is a bit too far ahead when it should have been set 10 years earlier or so. But yeah, the whole thing came crumbling down by the end of World War II, which marked the end of the British Empire due to not being able to afford a large estate that required numerous servants. Back then, most especially during the 19th century, there were only 2 types of jobs available to women in Britain: domestic work and prostitution. Eventually, more professions opened up to women, allowing them to leave behind 2 traditional jobs. To be honest with you, I hate most of the characters, especially those who are from upstairs. This is British snobbery at its finest, but they're absolutely well played with some standouts: Michael Gambon, Maggie Smith, Ellen Mirren, Kelly MacDonald, and Clive Owen. For the longest time, I thought Ryan Phillippe was miscast, having no place in such a prestigious film. After his character got exposed, it started to make sense, so I had to ask this: did Ryan know he was a bad actor himself and got asked to play a bad actor? Also, was everybody, like Maggie Smith, making fun of him for real? Actually, the role was meant for Jude Law, but he dropped out at the last minute. The title Gosford Park bothers me, although it's the name of the country estate. Why? Let's go back to what Miss Wilson said. It's the gift of anticipation, and I'm a good servant. I'm better than good, I'm the best. I'm the perfect servant. I know when they'll be hungry and the food is ready. I know when they'll be tired and the bed is turned down. I know it before they know it themselves. Then she reiterated, I'm the perfect servant, I have no life. So why not call it The Perfect Servant? I know the film was supposed to be about a murder mystery that got ultimately turned into Murder on the Orient Express, but it's actually secondary in the grand scheme of things. The primary focus is on the upstairs downstairs world, period. Hence the creation of the TV show Downtown Abbey at the hands of the same writer, Julian Fellowes. Therefore, it's fascinating, which is to say you shouldn't pay too much attention to the dialogue. We just happen to have landed in the middle of it, which is only a small sample of their lives, and we'll never know afterwards when everybody is back to his or her life after leaving the house. All in all, exacting and historically accurate Gosford Park is another masterpiece that's fashioned by Robert Altman. Thank you so much for coming in to see my review. Don't forget to visit my website at www.thecviewer.com.